Okay. Hello to the peoples. Hello, hi. Thank you for joining us. We should be live. We are here today for the live show discussion for My Husband's Wife by Alice Feeney. Oh my gosh, look how pretty. Whoa, yours are like glowing.
You have like the gold foiling, Erin.
I know. Whoa, that's really cool. Wow.
Slay.
The spine is gold.
I got it from Pango.
Oh.
They canceled my subscription for Book of the Month.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it from Pango.
Nice. Wow, stunning. Well, thank you so much to everybody for joining us today. We are going to be discussing this one, but we will be not doing spoilers like right at the start. So if you haven't read the book yet, you can hang out for a bit and we will warn you before jumping into spoilers. But as you can see, I'm joined by two friends today here on BookTube, Jan and Erin. And thank you so much to Erin because it was kind of like a last minute thing. And I was like, please. And then Erin was so kind enough to join this live show.
Yeah, because you guys did the last one together, right? Beautiful Ugly.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That was part of the reason why I was like, okay, I know you've read Alice Feeney. I know we've got some history here.
Well, I was planning on reading it, so I was like, oh, well, yeah, okay, I'll do it. That's fine.
Yeah, it worked out great, but I appreciate it. And I know that you've both been on the book trip before, but I thought, for anybody that might not be familiar with your faces, maybe like if you want to introduce yourself, just kind of talk about like what kind of books you typically read, what you do on your channel, that type of thing. And Jan, yeah, if you want to kick us off.
Hi, I'm Jan from Jan Agaton. I read a little bit of everything. I'm even dabbling in sci-fi now.
Yes. I saw your last vlog. I was so hyped.
I know, I thought of you a lot in that vlog. But I usually say in these intros, I'm like, I read everything but sci-fi. But now I don't have to say that. But yeah, my favorite genres are horror, romance, fantasy. And I vlog a lot.
Yeah.
Erin.
Yay. My name's Erin. My channel name is Erin Megan. I read mostly horror, thriller, mystery. I do manga, romance, fantasy now. I'm a fantasy girl. Some sci-fi, but like very rare. And I do vlogs and I do wrap-ups again now this year. I took a year-long break because I hated them for a while.
Yes.
I do some book recs, but honestly, I don't read enough books to book rec a lot.
I get so self-conscious about book rec videos. So I don't do things.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I will have both of their channels will be linked down below if you're not familiar. And yeah, I saw Erin just posted like a bookshelf reorganization type of video. That was a good one. Yeah, and Jan just posted a sci-fi vlog, which was really exciting. When I saw that in my sub vlogs, I was like, oh, Jan's reading sci-fi. And it was like so many good ones too.
It was wild.
That's exciting.
It was a good time though. I actually didn't feel stupid in that vlog for once. So
I know. Well, sometimes you think sci-fi would be one of those genres that'll like make you feel dumb, but sometimes you'd be surprised. Well, awesome. Thank you so much for both of you for joining me, and thank you so much to everybody joining us in the chat. We have so many friends here today. Thank you. And I would love to know if you are here because you have read the book. Maybe if you want to put like a blue heart emoji in the chat if you did read along with us this month, and then maybe you can do a pink heart if maybe you didn't read it, or maybe if you've DNF'd it, anything like that, just so we can get a visual for who's all here because they've read the book. And while everybody's doing that, what if you want to pitch a non-spoilery synopsis, or I can do it if nobody wants to do it.
I mean, I can start it if you want to finish it.
Popcorn it. So
popcorn.
One sentence at a time.
No, it's we have Eden Fox, and she went on a run one day, like right at the beginning, and then she came back and she forgot her keys, I think, right? Yeah, she forgot her keys, and then someone opened the door, and that person claimed, well, they kind of looked alike, which always freaks me out. And then they were like, she was like, yeah, this is my house. That husband is my husband, not yours. And then we get all these different perspectives from side characters, and it all comes together at the end. There's like a detective perspective. I don't remember who Carter was, but he was
policeman of Hope Falls.
Oh yes. Yeah, he was a scumbag, and
yeah,
and the twists were twisty.
It was perfect. Yeah, I thought the synopsis for this one is really what intrigued me the most, because I'm like, what do you mean? She goes on a run, comes back home, and there's like another woman there that's like, oh, what do you mean this is my house and that's my husband? And even her husband is like, yeah, no, like, who the fuck are you? Like, this is my like, what?
And there was like some sort. Oh yeah, there was that like slightly sci-fi-ish thing.
Thanatos. Yeah.
Yeah. So I love the synopsis for this book was very intriguing to me. So so thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Anytime. I love doing it.
Yeah. I can just tell that you just love it so much. Okay, well, wow. Thank you so much, by the way, for the chat. Like, there's so many blue hearts. Like, I'm overwhelmed. There was so much participation this time around. So thank you so much for that. That's always great to see. And I guess, yeah, I think we should just jump right into ratings because I don't want to potentially spoil our ratings to each other before we get into it. So, Jan, do you want to kick us off what your rating is? And in the chat, if you want to let us know out of 5 stars, what did you rate this book? And then maybe, Jan, if you want to say your rating and then maybe like a brief non-spoilery why that was your rating.
I gave it a 5. I loved it.
Oh my god.
The twist got me. I don't remember if all the twists I don't think all of them got me. I think but I don't know. I love Alice Feeney as an author, so I will read anything she writes. And I don't know. I just I tried so hard not to predict things in this one. So I think I was that whole like experience of just like going with the flow and just writing it out helped a lot. So I loved it.
All right. Erin?
Oh no.
I gave it a 3.5. I didn't hate it. I liked a lot of it. I felt like some of it was kind of obvious, which made me upset because I'm someone that doesn't like to predict things in thrillers. It ruins it for me. So some things I was kind of like, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else was going on. I think there was also, I wanted a little bit more from Thanatos, which I guess we'll talk about later. But I just felt like that was kind of like not, I was just like, what's the point of this being in here? I was like, it's not, I wanted more from it, I guess. And then I thought some of the twists were good. Like some caught me off guard, and then the ending kind of made me laugh. But I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't hate it, but I did think it was like kind of weaker in the plot department for me.
Okay, interesting. Well, good to know. I like that we have a range of opinions here, you know. I think well for me it was a 5-star. I think it might be like one of my favorite Alice Feeney's. Like I don't know, like I'm debating if it's like my top favorite. I not only was I so pulled in immediately by like the synopsis and like what was going on, and I liked that we were getting multiple point of views, and I was just so shocked. Like I actually wrote down that there was like 8 different plot twists that I didn't see coming that we can get into a little bit later, but I was shocked. I didn't predict anything. I was throwing out so many theories. Like I was like, and now my theories sound like I'm crazy, but I was throwing out so many different theories and I was wrong about like almost every single one. So I just think Alice Feeney's just very impressive, and yeah, it's got to be one of my top favorites from her, which leads me to my next question, which is you know, before we jump into spoilers, I just want to know, like, with Alice Feeney, have you read, how many of her Backlist books have you read? Because I know you've both read from her before, so like how many of her books have you read, and like which ones rank pretty high for you in her catalog?
I read all of them. I did not like Good Bad Girl. And then I gave His and Hers 3 stars. I like the show better. Recommend the show. And then I want to say there was maybe one more, but I've read them all and I gave a lot of them 4. Oh, Sometimes I Lie, I gave 3 stars too, I think. I think that one was her most forgettable one. That and Good Bad Girl. I think Good Bad Girl I gave like 2 stars. But yeah, the rest of them were 4 and 5. So I don't know if this might be one of my top 2. Like I loved Beautiful Ugly. Daisy Darker was kind of predictable. I loved I Know Who You Are. That was so fucked up.
That's got to be her most controversial book by far.
I know, but of course I loved it. I'm trying to think. Wait, her list is in the back.
And I was gonna say she has the list in the front of like all her previous books. I think this is her 8th novel.
Wow.
Her debut is Sometimes I Lie, and then we have I Know Who You Are, His and Hers, Rock Paper Scissors, Daisy Darker, Good Bad Girl, Beautiful Ugly, and My Husband's Wife.
Yeah, Rock Paper Scissors is one of my favorites as well. So yeah, this one's probably my top 3.
Nice.
I read His and Hers. I gave it 4 stars. Rock Paper Scissors, I gave 3. I didn't really like it. Daisy Darker, I gave a 4. It's probably still my favorite. And then Beautiful Ugly, I also gave like a 4, but that one was just because it was entertaining. I didn't actually like care for the like twist as much, but it was just entertaining. And then this one, so Daisy Darker is still my favorite.
Oh, so you have not had a 5-star from her yet, is what I'm hearing. Oh, interesting. So Daisy Darker's your favorite, but it's a 4-star.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I was gonna say out of all of her stuff, I think I'm still torn between like Daisy Darker is probably still my number 1 favorite from her. Like this was a 5-star for me, and I didn't think it was predictable, but I'm like a dum dum. I was like, what?
No,
I was
how I predicted stuff, but I was wow.
No, I've heard a lot of people say this one's very predictable. But I don't know where I was like heading to class, but I
didn't either. I was like, oh, okay, I didn't see that coming.
I love this one, and I think this one might still be my favorite just because I love the like stormy island atmosphere in this one, and the way it's like taking place on Halloween, and like there's really good vibes in this one, so it might still be my number 1. But I also gave 5 stars to Rock Paper Scissors, like, and I've always considered this to be one of my top from her too. So like I don't know, I think this one's definitely my top 3, and I think it might be number 2 for me after Daisy Darker. I just need to think about it more. I need to let it sit, you know. But yeah, I'm the same. Like, sorry.
Have you seen Faces in the Crowd?
Is that a book?
It's a movie.
Oh, no.
And it has like the same like disorder condition thing where she can't recognize faces.
Oh.
It's on Netflix or Prime, one of those. But it's called Faces in the Crowd. It was really good. I got recommended it after I was talking about Rock Paper Scissors at one point. So
oh no, I haven't. That's interesting. I know it's actually so funny though, because for my book club, the book troop, I've had Alice Feeney as a pick a few times now, and I've always hated them. Like the ones that I pick for the book club, because I've only had Good Bad Girl and then Beautiful Ugly for my book club picks, and I really didn't like either of them. Oh, so I feel like this is like turning things around for me. You know, I'm like, yes, we have a 5-star.
I didn't know you hated Beautiful Ugly. Did I know that?
I mean, I gave it like I think 2.5 or maybe 3 stars. But I just didn't enjoy it as much.
Yeah. Bad Girl, like who was that? That wasn't even her.
Know. Bad Girl was like, I'm like, that's a ghostwriter. That's not Alice Feeney. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like Good Bad Girl is one of her only books that doesn't have really any atmosphere at all. You know, it's like it's completely lacking.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
So yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, now that we got that out of the way, it seems like a lot of people are agreeing that this is like one of her best, or like it seems like it's ranking pretty high for a lot of people. So that's cool to see. I think we will go ahead and jump into spoilers just because I don't want to potentially spoil anybody about any of these questions moving forward. So if you haven't read the book yet, this is where we part ways. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be jumping into spoilers from this point forward. So I guess my first question in discussing this book was just like, how did you feel about the writing style in general and like the pacing of the book? Like, did you find it to be fast paced? Were you like, was it hard to put down for you, or like how did you feel about the pacing in general and the atmosphere, I guess?
Well, she does atmosphere so well in all her books, I feel like. But yeah, I love the writing. I love the different perspectives and how she like leaves you on a little cliffhanger and makes you want to read more. Plus, short chapters are like my favorite thing in the world. And I did read it in one day because I read it for a 24-hour readathon. So yeah, it was hard to put down. And yeah, it was super fast paced, I feel like. I don't think I was bored at any point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the atmosphere was definitely my favorite. I think that's like what made me want to continue. I just really liked Hope Falls, and I liked the area and just the little town. I thought it was really cute. But I like books like that anyway, so it kind of like But the writing was fine. I feel like I wasn't enamored at any point where I was like, oh, I have to keep reading. It was more like, yeah, I'm gonna find out what's going on. I want to know just in case. But like I wasn't that interested in Eden. I was like, I don't really care about this woman. I was like, do I really care what happened to her? Not really, to be honest. So
that's fair. I know. I was gonna ask, did either of you listen to the audiobook for this one? No, because the audiobook was freaking incredible. Oh my god, there was like sound effects and it was crazy. Like the opening chapter when Eden is like going on her run, there's like sounds of her running through the forest, like pat, 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 while she's like running, and there's like wind blowing through the trees and it's like all atmospheric. And the audiobook was incredible. Oh my god, like, and there would be some scenes when it would get to like the Thanatos parts where it would be reading the invitations, it would do this like doom like chimes, and it would be like, it was so interactive. Like it was a really cool audiobook. So I think that really added to the experience for me. So I don't know if yeah, the audiobook was freaking amazing. So just a heads up for if there's somebody here who still hasn't read it, the audiobook is so good. I really recommend. I meant to mention that before we jumped into spoilers, but yeah, I definitely agree. I think for me the book felt very fast paced. Like I was so gripped from the first chapter, and it was really hard for me to put it down because I was just immediately invested in what I was reading. And I do think Alice Feeney's so good at like, yeah, the like little plot twist at the end of the chapter type of thing, or like the way she just leaves you with like that little breadcrumb where you're just like, okay, what? Like, I'm sorry, come again? Like, yeah, like I need to know. And for me, this was like an easy book to devour in like one afternoon. You know, like I couldn't put it down. And something that we just touched on is like, how did you feel about, you know, Eden as a character, but then also like, how did you feel about, you know, getting the perspective of so many side characters? Like, was that something that you liked, or were there any perspectives missing from the book that you wanted, or anything like that? Or did you have a preference? Like, which perspective was your personal favorite to follow?
I feel like we got perspectives from every character, didn't we?
Yeah, nearly. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so yeah, I don't think that any were missing per se. Eden, I feel like she would have been much more boring. She was kind of bland. She was kind of bland. But I feel like she would have been worse to read about if we didn't get all those perspectives. Like if it was just from her perspective, I probably would have not liked this as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I think Birdie was my favorite. I liked her the most. I felt
yeah, me too.
She was the most intriguing from like the first minute we meet her and like her diagnosis. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, how do you fit in with all this? Like, where are you? So I was always intrigued by her the most. And so I liked her. I didn't feel like Harrison's POV did anything. Like the husband, I was like, I don't really care about you. Like, get out of my face. I was like, you're doing nothing for me. You're just like, you're just making yourself sound kind of like suspicious. So I was like, I already like found you kind of suspicious anyways. So I just like felt like he didn't really add anything. And Carter, I mean, he was okay, I guess, like as a police officer. I mean, he dropped little hints like, I'm lying. If
only they knew.
If only she knew what I was really like. And I was like, oh, okay. Sorry.
We did need him for the big twist at the.
I mean, true. We did need that part, but like he did make me laugh every time he was like, I'm lying, and I was like, okay, King, thanks.
He was not subtle at all.
That's so funny. I keep getting this mixed up for some reason. Maybe because I read them so close together with Her Last Breath. I know you've read it.
Back to back too.
Oh,
okay. What the fuck? First of all, because like Erin and I just do the same things too many times. But like because of the detective perspective, and then like Birdie was also kind of old too, right? And she was like, oh, okay. Her Last Breath, she was old, and she was like, I should be retired, but I need to fulfill my purpose. Okay.
I think she was in her 60s in Her Last Breath, and then in this one she was like 40, I think.
Yeah, I think she was 40 because when she was talking about the age difference between her and Carter, I think Carter's like 28, she's like 40.
Okay, because like, am I in Her Last Breath, right? The detective was all like really obsessed with like talking about her, how old she is and how much she's been in the department and
her
like
mental capacity, because they kept wanting to like fire her for, I'm assuming for Her Last Breath. I know this has nothing to do with it, but I'm assuming.
I'm sorry, I brought this up.
I'm assuming it's because she was like, my mental facilities are weakening, but then she was like, at the end, she was like, I know what's going on.
Yeah, I know. She's like, I'm sharp. Anyway, sorry. Back to this.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Birdie was also like my favorite perspective that we got, but I really loved how like I love whenever thrillers do this where like you're getting the perspective of like Eden and then Birdie and you're kind of going back and forth, but then Eden all of a sudden gets killed off, and then it's like new perspective, like after like what, like 90 pages or something. Like I love when thrillers do that, like when you think that you're only going to be following like these two characters for like the majority of the book, and then all of a sudden it's like whiplash, new point of view. And I liked how it started introducing like Carter's perspective and then Harrison's perspective, and then you're just getting all of these new perspectives. I just thought it made the story feel even more like fast paced and like even more engaging for me. And even like by the time we got Gabriella's perspective too, I was like, whoa, like we're getting everybody. Like I think the only person that was like a significant character that we didn't get was Mary, maybe, right?
Oh yeah, we didn't.
Like we never got her perspective, but like I mean, not that she was like super relevant, but like she ended up kind of being a big deal, I guess, by the end. But I think she was like the only one that we didn't really get her perspective on, which was interesting. But yeah, I agree. I really enjoyed all the perspectives. I do think, though, I agree that Eden was kind of like a little bit one note, and I do think it would have been a little bit boring if we only had Eden. And I do think that Birdie's was the most engaging, because I think something that if you're still here and you haven't read the book, but this is kind of a spoiler, but the sci-fi thing that we were talking about, how we thought it could lean a little sci-fi, is because Birdie's perspective was so interesting to me. How she would like, you know, see this invitation that was like, there's this company called Thanatos that like can predict the day that you're going to die. And I thought that was a really cool element. Like I love books that kind of touch on shit like this. Like it's just so fascinating to me. And so I guess I just wanted to know, like, what did you think about like Thanatos in general in this book? Like, was that something that really intrigued you? And I know, Erin, you kind of mentioned you wanted more from that story. So if you wanted to touch on kind of like how you felt about the Thanatos things, I thought that was a really cool element of the book for me.
I thought it was like random at first. I was like, oh, she's going the sci-fi route. This is like Black Mirror. I thought was cool by the end. But then I was like, the whole time I was like, okay, I'm just like letting Alice take the wheel, because I don't even have any theories about how this all connects. So I did enjoy it by the end. And then I feel like, again, I'm bringing up another book, but I read the Poppy Fields right after this, and that has like death stuff in it too. So I was wait, I'm thinking of The Measure. I didn't even read The Measure.
I was gonna say the Measure is actually very comparable. Yeah.
So I just feel like I was reading like the same books throughout the whole month. But no, I liked it. It was interesting for sure. It was different from her other books. Like I went into this thinking it was just a domestic thriller again, and then she had that element. So
yeah, I think I wanted more from it. It felt like so intriguing. Like she gets this diagnosis, right? And then she's like, she sees that her grandma had it, and then she's like, wait, I think she's getting scammed. I'm gonna look into it, blah blah blah. And so then she gets it, and I was like, oh my god, that's gonna be something. That's gonna be something that's doing with Eden. Like it's gonna tie in. And then it was just like, oh, this is Harrison. That's how you know. And I was like, I thought we were gonna have like some doppelganger, like blood thing or something.
Yes, thank you.
And then it like went, no, he's just a CEO.
Yeah. No, see, I thought I was on to something, okay? Because when I was reading it, my first initial thought, as soon as we found out about Thanatos, and it said, we need your DNA in order to be able to tell you the day you're gonna die, I was like, no, bitch, they're cloning people. And then I was like, they cloned Eden. That's what happened at the beginning. There's a clone in the house. And then it only confirmed it more when it said he was the CEO. Harrison's the CEO. So I was like, bitch, let's go, he's cloning her. Like I literally thought I was so onto it. Like I thought I was so right.
Yeah, and then I was thinking it was like a doppelganger thing too. And then he was a CEO. So then I was like, but what would be the purpose for replacing his own wife?
Yeah.
Like, was she not like putting out enough? Like
no, I was trying to get to the bottom of it.
Like what? I didn't know the motive, and I like stopped trying to guess at one point. I was like, afraid.
Yeah, that was annoying me. I was like, where is the cloning? What's happening here? And then it just like, okay, we're not bringing it up ever again. And I was like, okay, well, that's fine. Thank you. But I thought we were like, I thought it was going to be like this big, like pharmaceutical.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. And then nothing happened. And I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I heard the Thanatos. I don't listen to the audiobook. So I read that, and I thought of Theranos from that one documentary / show that Amanda Seyfried is in.
Oh yeah.
The pharma stuff. Yeah. So that made me think of that, and I was like, oh, this is gonna get wild and scandalous. So yeah, I agree that it should have done more, but also I'm like, okay, she's a thriller author. Let me give her some grace.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, this is a really interesting point Brittany just said. I was convinced Harrison found a way to switch Eden and Gabriella's souls in each other's bodies, especially since Gabriella was painting the glass without seeing it. Like, did we ever get answers for why she was painting it without ever seeing it? Because she was painting the spyglass house, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
even though she had never been there.
It's because Harrison was coming to talk to her and saying, I'm going to take you home. It's going to be you and me. Mommy's not going to be there. And he was showing her pictures of Spyglass and telling her that he was going to take her home. So she saw it and then just like...
Interesting.
And that part made me think of Orphan. I'm not going to say more than that, but the Orphan, I was like, what is this?
This book just reminded you of so many things.
I know, so... yeah.
I see. I don't know how I missed that. He gave her a picture. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, since we're talking about theories, I had a lot that I wanted to bring up. And you can bring up any other theories you had, because one of my theories too was that I thought Birdie was going to be Gabriella in the future or something, because since we were getting Birdie's chapters in the past, it kept saying 6 months ago, 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And then when it mentioned Gabriella in the facility and she was like mute, I was like, oh my God, it's because she is Birdie or something in the future. I was like,
I could see that.
yeah, or I thought maybe Gabriella was Birdie's grandmother reincarnated, because when they kept talking about the like, I know
that would have been cool.
they kept talking about how her grandma died twice, right? They kept saying she died when she was 18 and then she died as an old woman. So then I was like, oh my God, her spirit when she died when she was 18 was like taken and it went to Gabriella or something. I was going crazy.
Oh my gosh. No, I love those. See that, but like my mind goes there too when there's a shit ton of perspectives, because I'm like, someone's the same person here.
Yeah, that's always my first thought, is like, who of these characters are the same people? And I thought really it was gonna be Birdie and Gabriella, or like her grandmother and Gabriella or something.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because like Birdie being Gabriella's mother never in a million years crossed my mind. Like never in a million years.
No.
So I was pretty shook. But I also I thought there was like time travel maybe. I was like,
oh my
there's
God.
time travel involved, or it's like alternate reality. I thought maybe Eden got like dropped into an alternate.
Wow.
Now he's over here like connecting.
I was like that guy with like the board.
She's like,
Gabby is Alice Feeney.
He's over here like, actually, if you take this to this point, this to this, it's gonna connect. Like,
oh my God. I was so lost. I was so confused. And then the only other one I was gonna say was that I thought Carter was the one who pushed Eden off the cliff. And I don't know if you had any theories about that, because I thought it was Carter for sure because of the way that he went to go tell Harrison about it. And he was like, oh, they like found her body. Like, I don't know, the way that he delivered the news to Harrison was so sus that I was like, oh my God, he did it. And I thought it was him for the whole book. And that's why I thought it was so funny when it was revealed at the end that it was his wife. And the way Alice Feeney was like, sometimes you think it's the husband and it's actually the wife. And I was like, you got me, bitch.
Dude, I laughed. My jaw was to hell when I was like, why has no one ever used that line?
Yeah.
That I've seen at least. Yeah, no, I love that twist. Because like Jane was so quiet and like
what did you think about Eden? Like, did you think Eden actually survived and she was like hiding somewhere? Or did you think somebody actually pushed her off? And like, were you theorizing about who it could have been? Or like, what did you think?
I think she died. I don't know. I didn't think too deeply about it. I think she died. But for a while I was like, okay, so the twist is gonna be she's actually still alive, and like maybe she's in cahoots with Mary and they're like switching back and forth or something. I don't know. But yeah, that whole thing was wild with like the Gabriella getting run over and then putting her body there.
Yeah.
There was just so much in this book.
Yeah.
How short it was too. So I'm impressed. But
I thought that she was alive. I thought she just faked her death, and that, like you said, I thought her and Mary were like setting up Harrison. Like they were gonna like do like he's like a terrible husband. He's like doing illegal things with the DNA or something, like stuff. And I was like, oh, they're setting him up, right? Exactly. I was like, husband, right? I was like, it has to be him. So I was like, okay. But then I was like, no, she's probably dead, because we kept getting farther, and I was like, okay, she's dead. So then, you know who I thought it was gonna be, and it's only because of one part. It's when Birdie was talking to Carter's sister in the bar, and she got really mad. She was like, mad at Birdie. She was like, he deserves a detective position. I was like, girl, okay, let's sort out. Okay. And then I was like, maybe it's his sister. I was like, maybe because he was, making out with everybody in the whole freaking town. I was like, maybe she was like trying to like protect her brother or something. So she pushed her off the cliff to kill her. And I was like, I think it's the sister. And then, when Birdie she was like gonna die, she was like, oh, I was like, the person that came towards her, I was like, she was right there. It was her. It was his sister.
That's actually so smart. I didn't think about it being his sister, but I think that would have made sense. Like, I would have been okay with that if that was the twist as well. Because, like, I think it would have made sense because she was weirdly, like, protective of him, and she got really angry when Birdie was, like, implying things about Carter. That is yeah. And also, I think the reason she pushed Eden off the cliff is because the husband was interested in her.
Yes, he was mad.
Yeah.
She didn't know about, wasn't he hooking up with Birdie at one point?
Yeah. But that's why she said Birdie might be next. I haven't decided if I'm gonna kill Birdie.
When she said that, I was like, girl, please.
I know. I was like, damn.
Wait, was Jane pregnant at the time when she pushed her too? Or did she already give birth?
No, she just had the baby, I think.
Oh, I know Carter only married me because I was pregnant. Yeah, what a dick.
Yeah, Carter was awful. He was terrible. He's the worst.
Ew. Like, how do you even have time? Like, go do some cop things.
No, literally, he's like, the town is perfect because I take care of it. You're making out with everyone. You're not doing your job. Get out, Carter.
Ugh.
Dude, even the reveal that Carter was married, like, I was like, bitch, what? Like,
everybody. I marked that and I wrote, capital, Carter has a wife.
Yeah, that shocked me to my core.
But also, why are we so shocked? Men are men.
I
mean, yeah, we should.
Yeah. But still, I was like, oh my god, like, okay, I wrote down 8 of the different plot twists in this book, and you can let me know if there's anything missing from this list. But I just wanted to, like, because I think this is so impressive that there were 8 things that I thought were plot twists that I didn't see coming, and I would love to know if any of these were like some of the most shocking moments of the book for you, or like which of these, or if I'm missing some, maybe, or some shocking moments for you. But the first plot twist for me was somebody pushes Eden off the cliff and it changes perspective. That was like, whoa, crazy. And then Birdie is the new detective, Carter's boss. That was kind of like a whoa, what? Like, didn't know Birdie was involved in police stuff. Crazy. The next one was that Harrison is the CEO of the Nados. I thought that was kind of a mic drop moment. And then Carter has a wife was like a mic drop moment for sure.
Agreed.
And then the reveal, okay, this is like a 3-part reveal here that like first it's Birdie is the one who hit Gabriella with her car. That's like the first, like, what? And then second reveal is that Birdie's not actually a detective. She was like stepping in to like mess with some shit. And then the third part of that reveal is Birdie is her mother. Birdie is Gabriella's mother. Okay. And then we have Eden was the one who pushed Gabriella down the stairs to try and frame Birdie. That was like a big reveal there, that it was all Eden. And then the next reveal is that Birdie, Harrison, and Mary were all in on it, and they wanted to punish Eden for what she did to Gabriella. So like all of that stuff at the beginning was them just playing jokes, being cruel. And then the last twist of the book is that Carter's wife is the one who pushed Eden off the cliff. So
yeah.
The wrong Eden. She pushed the wrong Eden off the cliff. So she just murdered someone for nothing.
I know. Did she though? Was it actually Mary that she pushed off the cliff, or was it Eden?
I'm pretty sure she pushed Eden, but she should have pushed Mary because Mary was the one that was like pretending to be Eden in town, right? And she was like making out with Carter, and she was like, "Oh, police officer." Mm.
Oh, so Mary was the one who actually kissed him.
I thought both of them kissed him.
Did they both kiss him?
I don't know.
Now I'm confused. I thought it was just Mary.
I don't remember. That was wild too when they revealed Mary. Well, I kind of saw that coming when it was like, it's Eden. But like, it was still one of the plot twists, I guess. But
I'm pretty sure it was just Mary. I don't think he actually met the real Eden. Because then how would he not have known if he had made out with the real Eden? How would he have not known in the beginning when she was like, it's me, I'm the real Eden? And he was like, you're crazy.
I know, but I thought, but didn't he kiss her like before all of this happened? Or no, because I guess that would have been before they were even in Hope Falls, right? I don't know.
I don't know now. No.
Wow, so Eden just got thrown off that cliff for nothing?
She died for nothing. She was just innocent. Well, innocent. She wasn't.
No.
She did. I mean, to be fair, though, are we mad that she died? No.
She did kill Gabriella, right? Or not kill her, but she did try.
And like honestly, she deserved it.
Oh yeah, okay. The artist Eden fucking Fox. So she was the one who went on the run. The one who went on the run got pushed.
Yeah.
Mary's the one who's pretending.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't remember if Mary.
And that's why when Carter went to go visit Gabriella and Mary walked in the room and he's like, that's Eden Fox, because he had kissed her thinking that was Eden. So he never met the real Eden
until he thought she was crazy.
So but when he recognized Eden as Mary, did he already know that someone got pushed?
Yeah, it was like later in the book.
Yeah, the body.
So at that point, he was just like, "Oh, there's two."
Yeah, then he realized that it was like. Then I think he realized that someone was pretending to be Eden. Then I think he understood that that's what was happening because he didn't believe the real Eden in the beginning. Because he had met Mary, so he didn't recognize her as a real Eden. And then when she fell off the cliff and he was looking for the real Eden, he was like, oh.
Mm-hmm. Erin finished just last night, people.
She knows. She knows more than we do. Yeah, this probably happened off page, but yeah.
Probably.
You're just with everybody, you know?
Literally.
Yeah, I literally need the fucking board for this one. This is how they're all connected. Dude, I think the thing that confused
you
me...
could write about this, though.
I could.
So many.
I think the thing that confused me the most about these plot twists at the end was the fact that Birdie was Gabriella's mother, and the fact that her and Harrison had been married. Like that really sent me, because then I was like, what do you mean? I was like, so I kind of find it hard to believe that Birdie would have gone to this Thanatos company not knowing that her ex-husband was the CEO of it. You know, that was one thing that I was like,
Yeah, unless she's like one of those hard cutoff girlies where she's like, I don't want to know anything about him unless. No, I don't know.
I mean, that they have a daughter together, you know? So, like, you would think...
That's true.
I don't know. Like, I just found it hard to believe. I was like, she really didn't know?
Well, I thought that it was because he started it after Gabriella had her accident, right? And they were, like, not together. And she did that whole cold turkey where she's like, I don't deserve to be around people because I hurt my daughter, right? So I think she wasn't keeping in touch with him. And he thought she hurt Gabriella for that time. So I think that like that's why, because he was like mad at her and she was mad at herself. So I think they just like really didn't talk. That's the only way I can really get it, because I was mad that he let her in and was like doing the death date thing. I was like, why would you do that if you don't like her? I mean, I get it, but like I was like, that's stupid. That's just like a
Erin's like, I'm ride or die for Birdie. She's like,
Birdie. Birdie was my girl.
I did like her.
And I feel like one of the only other moments that and we can talk about any like maybe little nitpicky issues that you had with the ending or anything, but another thing that kind of bothered me about the ending was when it was finally revealed that like Birdie's death day was like November 1st, November 2nd or whatever it was, and it was that day, and I was like, oh shit, like that's crazy. And then when Birdie was basically saying like, well, I'm not going to let them control me and I'm going to take matters into my own hands, and then she was going to like kill herself on that day, but I was like, isn't that like doing exactly what they want, or like isn't that doing exactly what it says you're going to do? Like, what do you mean? Like, how is that taking back control?
That was very like wannabe Evelyn Hugo.
Yeah, I was like, what are we doing here? Like, I was like, what did taking back control being like, I'm going to live to see tomorrow, fuck you.
Yeah,
you know? That's what
that's true.
I was
that
confused
is so
by that.
fucked up though. I forgot about that part. I don't know how I forgot about the part that Harrison was like manipulating.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, it's not really accurate. Like the AI can't always like accurately predict what it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He was the one killing everyone just to make himself right.
Oh my god, that'd be interesting.
That was one theory.
He's like actually a serial killer, and he's like, that's the day I'm gonna come get you, bitch.
Yeah, that was one of my theories actually for a little bit.
Wait, that actually would have been so funny.
Yeah.
Once they said he was CEO, I was like, oh, so he's just a stabby guy.
Okay. I would have loved that. That would have been so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, plot twist, it's a slasher.
Oh, sign me up. I would have given it 5 stars then. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Also, Birdie visited 6 months prior. Then why was she surprised seeing Gabriella's photo?
Yeah, that actually doesn't make sense now that you think about that. Unless you
just don't look at the photos. Oh, no.
Wait, that actually doesn't make sense.
Maybe she just missed the photo. Now I'm like, Birdie is my girl.
You're like ride or die for Birdie.
Not. She knew Harrison's the dad, though. Of course, he has a picture of Gabriella.
I don't know. I don't know. I got daddy issues. I doubt my dad has a photo.
Oh my god. Yeah, I thought the grandma's thing would be like tied back into the story more with the whole like, oh, the grandma died twice. I thought that would be more connected. And I think it was interesting how at the end, I feel like there was a lot of characters that would like die for like 7 minutes and then come back. You know, like they said it happened to Birdie when she like overdosed and they said she came back. And then Harrison too, he said he like started it because he started the company, right? Because he died for like 10 minutes or something and then came back. And then he was like, oh, I dodged death or whatever. And I feel like there was a lot of dodging death for a lot of characters. So I was like, this is getting a little unrealistic.
Oh, I also looked up what Thanatos means.
Oh, what does it mean?
It's like a Greek god of something. Hold on.
Oh.
Greek mythological personification of death, representing a peaceful yet inescapable end to life.
Oh,
I was like, this all makes sense. Go Alice.
Go Alice.
Yeah, what the heck? That's cool.
Yeah. So just fun fact.
No, I'm glad you looked that up because I think I meant to look that up. I like put it in the back of my brain somewhere and then I never did.
Wait, that's a good question. Who wrote liar in Harrison's mirror? To himself. He was just like
Carter, I'm lying and so is he.
That's a good question. I don't know.
I thought that was Eden. When I thought she was still alive. I was like, oh, she did that, obviously.
Wait, at one point, did that happen again? I remember it happening. I just don't know in the chronology of events.
It was like one of the first parts where we got Harrison's perspective, right? Like when the police were looking into him.
Yeah, I think it was after. Was it after Birdie and Carter searched the house like the second time or whatever, and then he takes a shower? He's like complaining. He's like, "These detectives are ruining my grief," or whatever he was saying. And then
I remember that part. Okay, I didn't know who knew what at this point, so I don't know. I have no idea.
He wrote it for himself.
He did it. He did it for the drama. I know this is an interesting point too. Like, were we supposed to believe that Gabriella was like lying? Like, so when it said like that, or when Gabriella was saying Eden was the one who pushed her down the stairs or whatever, and then like what I think Eden like dragged her out into the street so that Birdie could like hit her with the car and like time that perfectly, I guess, which is a little far-fetched there. But so are we supposed to believe that like Gabriella was lying? Like, was that supposed to be implied with her perspective in that chapter? Because I couldn't grasp if like that's what we're supposed to believe, that like she was framing Eden because she didn't like her and because she wanted her dad to be like with her or like alone with her. Was that like, was that a twist that like went over my head a little bit, or was that what was implied?
No, because I thought Gabriella was going to be the killer after we got her POV. No, because she did that. She said the weird thing. She was like, my first mommy went away and now my second mommy is going away and now Mary wants to be my mommy. And she was like, and then she was like, but I just want to be with daddy. And I was
yeah.
But how old was she again? How old was
she? 18, I think. Or 17, 18.
She was 18, but I think she was stuck at 8.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I was stuck on picturing how she, like, framed her and how that worked with, like, the car. Like, how did she know? I don't know. Was there a
I guess it makes sense. It was, to be fair, when she said that, I was like, oh, my God, that's the twist that really got me besides Gabriella being Birdie's daughter. Those two were like the ones where I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
But when she said that she dragged her in front of the car, I was like, you could have just said she fell down the stairs.
I know. Well, she wanted to frame Birdie, right? Like she wanted Birdie to be the one to like feel the guilt of like doing that to her own daughter, which is so fucked up.
I mean, I didn't mind. I'm glad she died, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's another. James said for Freud, Thanatos, a couple comments up.
Oh, it's a drive present in all people that needs to be suppressed by the psychological defense mechanism. It answers the question of why do we suppress thoughts? Oh.
Maybe it's a mix of both. I wonder what her intent was.
I wonder if Alice Feeney knows all these definitions of Thanatos. Or she just like came up with the word and was like, here we go.
He doesn't do anything on the side, right? Like she's a full-time author. I think.
I think.
Oh, she was a journalist.
Oh, that's cute.
For 15 years.
I wanted to ask if there was anything specifically that you wanted to either like rave about or say like I had an issue with this, like this was something I didn't really like about it, especially Erin, since you didn't enjoy some things. Like was there anything specific that you can think of that you were like, oh, I really didn't like this part, or like I think this could have been done better?
Yeah, the Thanatos thing was the one that got me real mad. That like really made me mad, where I was like, I'm not giving you 4 stars. I'm sorry, Alice. I was gonna give her 4 stars, but then it didn't come back, and I was like, right. I'll take a half star away, girl. I'll take a half star away. I'll give you 3.5. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. Alice, why would you leave me astray? That's so actually rude of you. Sorry, I actually do like you. Sorry, my bad. But that part I didn't like, and then honestly, I wasn't that interested in the beginning because I'm someone who hates the whole like this person's getting made to feel crazy thing, which I knew at the beginning that was happening because you can't have a second person. Like that just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like unless this is some like doppelganger stuff that I thought, or like clone. I got annoyed because I was like, I don't want them to make Eden crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's just like a trope that I just can't stand. But then now I'm not mad about that anymore because I hate her. So
that's fair.
I don't have any strong opinions about things I don't like, but I loved the last line, the sometimes it's the wife. I was like, snaps all around. That last like section, chapter, I feel like really made it 5 stars for me.
I know. I love the way the last chapter was called My Husband's Wife or whatever, and the way that it like tied to the beginning, or like I love the way that final scene that we see with Birdie, right? And when she's going into the house and like her key doesn't work in the lock or whatever, and it's kind of like paralleling that scene from the very beginning. And then when Gabriella swings open the door and she's like, and it almost makes you think for a second like something weird happened there. Like I love the way that scene kind of played out at the end. But I agree, that final chapter with like the My Husband's Wife and that reveal, because like for a minute, right, you're thinking, or at least I was thinking when you're reading that final chapter, I thought it was Eden's perspective and I thought she had like gotten away and she was like alive, and I was like, no, because I was like, what the fuck? But then the reveal of like that, I loved it. I love that ending.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad they didn't title it Jane, or she didn't title it Jane.
Yeah, it was like more ominous, more mysterious. Yeah. It's a great choice. I hated the gaslighting for the first few Eden chapters. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Also, I have another question. Who do you think pushed Eden up the stairs at the beginning when she went to the house looking for the...
Oh, yeah. I forgot that happened when she broke into the house when they were at the art gallery. You're right. I totally forgot that happened because she went to the art gallery. She got arrested, right, by Carter. And then she went to break in to get like her car keys and some stuff. And someone did push her. I don't know. Mary? No, she was at the art gallery.
It was the same person who wrote Liar.
Yeah, it's the ghost that's living in Spyglass. What do you mean?
For real? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know that one.
There were little plot holes. That's okay. It's
interesting. Okay, well, one of my final questions, which I think we know the answer to, but like, would you read more from this author in the future? And if so, like, is there anything you'd like to see Alice Feeney do next? Like maybe, different kinds of plots or genres, like anything like that? I think after reading this, I would like to see her dabble in more like sci-fi type of shit. Like if we're gonna go like doppelganger clone, I want to like commit to that.
I feel like she'd be so good at romance because she includes romance in all her books for the most part, and like she always has those like little lines like sometimes life is blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? And it's like I feel like she could write a romance pretty well. Maybe she'll do a pen name situation.
Dude, if she did like a thriller romance, I'd be here for it. Like an actual true like half thriller, half romance.
That would be really cool. I agree. I would read more from Alice Feeney. I think her books are just easy. They're just like they're like Riley Sager for me. Like they're something I can pick up. It's not always like my favorite, but they're fun. Yeah. And so like I like that. It's just easy. It's not anything too hard. So yeah, for sure. A sci-fi would be so good. I want her to really go though. Like she needs to go into it.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I was saying the same thing. I was like, when I think of like my top favorite thriller authors, it's always like Alice Feeney and Riley Sager are some of the first to come to mind. Not even just because I love every single book from them necessarily, but because their books are just so bingeable, and I always get really excited about like their concepts, you know.
Mhm.
So and then okay, one of my final questions before we wrap things up is like, what kind of books or movies or TV shows would you compare this to? Maybe if you had any. I actually really struggled with this one because I thought this was actually a pretty unique, like, which is kind of hard to do these days, I think. But I was actually really struggling with trying to come up with any recommendations. So if you had any, I would love to know. And in the chat, you can let us know if you have any, you know, books to read if you enjoyed this one, or movies or TV shows that are kind of similar, maybe in vibes.
I mean, I mentioned so many in this life.
You're like, I
don't know if it's a 1-to-1, really. It's just like certain moments.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, Black Mirror, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about books though.
For books, for me, I went more like atmosphere. I was like, if you like this kind of like setting, I think you'll like them. So I said The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth, because there is a cliff where people also commit suicide on
That's
there.
so true. That was a true pick that you were on with the live show, right?
Yeah,
I just choose Erin for the cliff books.
And the only one left has a cliff.
Yeah, the only one left was my second one. Those were the two that I was gonna say, because they were like cliffy, they have like water. I feel like there's a lot of twists in the only one left that are kind of like boom boom boom, like this one too. So I feel like people might like that. Yes, there you go. Yeah,
that's a good point. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, one of the only books that I was kind of thinking of was maybe like The One by John Mars, because that one is kind of more like thriller sci-fi. So like if you wanted something that actually does lean more sci-fi, and that one's like, it also has to deal with like DNA in a way that's like in that book it's like, yeah, it's like DNA to do like a test to see who's your soulmate, essentially. And that one is kind of like thriller romance. It's like a little bit of romance, but it's mostly like thriller sci-fi. So I think that's one of the only ones that I could think of. But I actually think it's really impressive that Alice Feeney wrote something that kind of feels so original that like it's hard for me to want to compare this to anything, which I think is so amazing, because these days I feel like everything's been done before, and it's just like it's really hard to find something that's like really original, you know?
Yeah. Especially with this title, it really felt like I thought it was just going to be some like people cheating on each other, and then there's like one twist. And
yeah, I know. I'm glad it was so much more than that. All right. Well, let's see. As we wrap up this live show, is there any final thoughts, like anything that you didn't get off your chest that you really feel like you need to get off your chest, or you know, if you want to talk about maybe any upcoming videos that you're doing, or maybe any upcoming or like recent favorite books that you want to shout out, or anything like that before we wrap up the live show?
Was so much. Well, first I was gonna add on to the one thing which I haven't read yet, but we just started the show called Soulmates, and it's like the same idea. And it's interesting. I gotta finish. It's like a Black Mirror but American. Recent favorites. I had a lot. I have 8 5-stars in February.
Oh wow!
Okay, 1 in January, and then 8 in February.
8 out of like how many reads? Like that's a high
20.
Wow, that's a freaking high percentage of 5 stars.
I'll just shout out The Sundowner's Dance by Todd Kiesling, because I feel like no one has talked about that one yet, and I didn't even hear about it until I did this video for it. So that one's really, I feel like you'd like it. I feel like both of you would like it, maybe.
What genre is it?
It's very weird. It's horror.
Oh.
Yeah, but there's like some sci-fi too.
Oh. The Sundowners, what was it called?
The Sundowner's Dance. Here, I'll show it. It's right here.
Sundowner's Dance.
I
haven't seen this.
Yeah, so there's like, it has some themes of We Spread.
Oh shit. So it's gonna break me, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I cried at the epilogue, but like in between there's like all this like worm shit and like small town creepy culty shit. Yeah.
Ooh.
Highly recommend that one. And then in terms of videos, I'm gonna do my Do Your Worst Gavin Revisited.
Oh shit, round 2?
Round 2. And I know someone, I think, mentioned it in one of his live shows, and he's like, let's do this. I was like, okay. So starting that. Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's exciting.
I only had 2 5-stars this month. Thank you. Okay, Jan. Wow.
It's crazy.
One was Razorblade Tears by S.A. which
yes.
that was really, I was like, I didn't know what I was getting into, and then I read it, and I was like, I'm gonna need like 5 business days to overcome it because this was.
What did you think about All the Sinners Bleed? Did you give that like a 4?
Yes, I gave that one a 4.
That one's my favorite by him.
Oh yeah, I really like the way he writes. I like I don't know. They're so like intense. Like it's just everything's happening, and I'm like, I don't have a break. It's scary. So I really like that. And then I read Animal Farm because I was reading dystopian banned books, yada yada. Because the world is crazy and
yes.
I'm reading thriller books right now, new thrillers, which is why I was reading this one in there. So that'll come out soon.
A vlog is on the horizons.
I know that is coming.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. Well, thank you so much to both of you for joining me today. I quickly wanted to mention because the book troop has changed from a monthly live show to a quarterly live show. So for next quarter, we're going to be reading The Caretaker by Marcus Kliewer, which is the same author as We Used to Live Here, which was like one of my favorite horror books that I read last year, I think. And yeah, so this one is going to be our next one. This book doesn't publish until April, but the live show is probably going to be towards the end of May because it'll be our springish pick. So that's the update from me. But but thank you so much to both of you for joining today. I had so much fun discussing this book, and thank you so much to everybody in the live show for joining us and reading along with us this quarter. You know, I really appreciate it.
Yes, thanks for having us as the first one of the year.
Crazy, so crazy.
Thank you.
I had fun.
Thank you so much, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Bye.